Hey, what's up, guys? Hey, before I begin the review, I just want to say this. Thank you so much for enjoying my videos. Don't forget to like my videos, comment down below, and overall, do not forget to subscribe to my channel and hit that notification bell so you guys won't miss any new videos I upload pretty much every day. Hey, what's up, guys? This is going to be episode 1 review of the new Korean drama Happiness, and I literally just got done watching it, and I'm gonna tell you this. When it comes to zombie Korean dramas, they're one of the best, if not the best, because they know how to do zombies. And I do like the concept that they added in this drama. It did remind me of another Korean drama, Sweet Home. And the first episode, I had fun watching it. It wasn't really anything shocking. I wouldn't say shocking like Kingdom or shocking like Train to Busan, but it was a good first episode and I had fun watching it. So at the beginning of the episode, we get an interesting intro. When I mean interesting, I mean what role does it play into the storyline other than showing us that they're both friends? And I feel like it could have been more than what it was. But anyway, at the beginning of the episode, we are at SeYang High. At the banner, at the entrance of the high school, we see a picture of Eon and he's in his baseball uniform. So pretty much they have high hopes for him. But then what was also written on the banner was well, to sum it up, his baseball career is over, I assumed. And then we see Eon sitting on the roof. So it looks like he was about to jump off and there are cops and ambulance there trying to talk him out of it and save his life. SaeBeom, we see her in class taking a nap and then waking up because there is some noise happening. She leaves the classroom, heads straight to the roof, sits right next to Eon, which is pretty much on the edge where he could jump. But then apparently we find out that he was never going to jump in the first place because according to Eon, he went there to get some air and somebody called the cops and the ambulance. After Eon and SaeBeom were talking, you can tell that Eon was a little bit upset that his baseball career was over and he doesn't know what to do with his life after high school. And after their talk, she pushes him off the roof and he does land on the big soft pad on the ground. But what was funny afterwards was she did get handcuffed and was about to get arrested. And she did ask Eon for help, but instead of doing anything, he asked her, "You want to be my girlfriend?" Now, I don't know the purpose of that intro. I mean, I get it. They want to show us that they've been friends since high school and it worked. And they want to show us what Eon is going to do after high school because at that moment, he didn't know what to do. And he knew that his baseball career was over. And he does become a cop 12 years later. I get it. But other than those two, the whole thing, I don't want to say it wasn't needed. It was needed. It's just that it could have been more. Now it's 12 years later. We see SaeBeom. She's part of the police squad. She's training a newbie named Jongtae, who plays an important role in the first episode. Eon, he's a detective now, and what's pretty cool is that he's working with the same cop who was trying to save his life 12 years prior when he was sitting on the roof. I thought that was a good touch. So for Eon, when he got to the crime scene, he saw someone's dead body on the floor. But before he even arrived there, we saw our first glimpse of the main plot of the story. So at the motel, there was a noise happening. And the guy behind the counter, he got a call and he hid to the room. When he opened the door, he got snatched into the room and that was it. And then the next scene, we find him dead on the floor. As Eon was looking around, he did find the killer under the bed and just blood all over him. And here's the thing. The guy doesn't even remember killing the guy who was on the floor. But he does remember having a dream about it and being thirsty. And then he says that he took some pills, which he doesn't have anymore, and it was given to him by Jongtae, who was the same Jongtae, the newbie that we saw training with SaeBeom. Now back to Jongtae. So first, Eon and SaeBeom were talking about this incident over the phone, and the reason why Eon called SaeBeom because her name popped up. And SaeBeom went to go check on Jongtae, and we see Jongtae biting another officer and pretty much in zombie mode, and he attacks SaeBeom. And then right after the attack was over, he went back to just being Jongtae. So when I was watching that scene, in my mind, I'm thinking, okay, so it has to be the pills. But what was interesting is that people are coming in and out of that zombie state. Right after the incident, we get to see our third main character, Taeseok. He tells SaeBeom that Jongtae was infected by a disease, and he wants SaeBeom to come with him and get tested at Wonjong University. Pretty much, he wants everyone who has been bitten or scratched to be quarantined. As SaeBeom was getting tested, Taeseok, he was asking SaeBeom how was Jongtae like in that zombie state. The fact that he was asking all of those questions, you can already tell he has some insight on what the heck was going on. As SaeBeom was staying in her room and she was looking out the window, the camera does zoom out and you can see the other patients who were quarantined. They were pretty much in zombie state, making noises and just banging their head against the wall. That was a pretty good shot. I like that. It got suspicious when Taeseok was on the computer and he was looking at SaeBeom's records. So it looks like SaeBeom does play an important role to whatever he was planning, and what he was planning was a cure. And he thinks that SaeBeom has the antibody in her because if you look at it, she's the only one who is infected. She didn't get bitten, but she did get scratched by Jongtae when he was in zombie mode. But she's the only one who hasn't been turning. So the episode ends when SaeBeom realizes that he was next to me all along, asks Eon to marry her. And it's not the same as when Eon asked her to be his girlfriend. He said he was joking, but she said, I'm being serious. Now, even though this is a joking moment, I mean, those two are going to be a fake married couple, but I think there's going to be some real romance in the future. So my impression after watching the first episode of Happiness, I liked it. It was enjoyable. It's not bad. I would recommend it to anyone who hasn't seen it. And it's only the first episode, so it's really hard to judge the drama after just watching one episode. And I mean, I've said it before, once you've seen one zombie flick, you've kind of seen them all already. But I do like the concept of a person coming in and out of a zombie state. It does remind you of Sweet Home, so I guess their behavior, their emotions does play a part. Maybe if they get too angry, maybe if they remember a bad experience in their lives, I don't know. And what I also don't know, is it a disease or is it the pill that caused them to become zombies? I don't know if they confirmed it. I did look back at the conversation between Taeseok and SaeBeom, and it was hard to pinpoint, was it the pill or was it an actual disease? I know Taeseok is trying to find a cure because he thinks that SaeBeom has the antibody. I feel like there's more to that though. But yeah, I'm still kind of confused on is it a pill or is it a disease? And yeah, that's pretty much my review on the first episode of Happiness. It's pretty hard to judge anything, any show, after only watching one episode, so I'm gonna have to keep watching it. I want to know what you guys thought about the first episode. Did you like it? Did you hate it? Did you thought it was like a typical zombie flick? Leave it in the comments below. Other than that, if you like this video, leave a like, comment down below, and subscribe. See ya.